All right, folks, welcome back. We're here on a lovely Tuesday morning for us anyways, to bring you another group session today. We have some friends in the chat along with me today. You guys know me. I am Mr. H. Along for the ride today, we have Mrs. T. Mrs. T, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're good. Awesome. We have Mr. Webster. Mr. Webster, how are you today?
I'm fabulous.
Good, good, good. And Mr. Bulow, how are you today?
I'm doing very well. Good morning.
And last but certainly not least, we have Mrs. Fisher with us today. How are you, Miss Fisher?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
Right on, right on. So folks, we are going to jump right in with our schedule. We hope that you guys are doing well at home as well, and that you're staying nice and happy and healthy. So let's take a peek at our schedule for today. So today we have our calendar, and we're going to jump into our question of the day. We have a show and tell today. We're going to be sharing a little bit of a story today, and then we're going to be playing a game called Guess That Sound. Okay, so we're going to have to use our ears and turn our speakers up for that one. Okay, so first things first, we are going to jump right in with our calendar. All right, friends.
Yippee! It's April 2020.
So let's make a calendar, friends.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Beautiful. So today, as I hinted earlier, is Tuesday. I'm wondering, Mr. Bulow, do you know what the... Mr. Bulow, are you there?
I'm here. I did not hear the question. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, though. I was just wondering, we already hinted that today is indeed Tuesday. We're just wondering what the full date is today.
I think if I look at the calendar, I can see that today is the 21st Tuesday, April 2020.
Ooh, I like it. Let's see.
Great job. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, 2020.
Beautiful. All right, so let's ask a couple questions around the calendar while we've established that indeed Tuesday, April 21st. So if today is Tuesday, April 21st, Mrs. Fisher, what will tomorrow be?
Tomorrow will be Wednesday, the 22nd of April, 2020.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And if today is the 21st today, Mrs. Thiessen, what was yesterday?
Yesterday was Monday, April 20th.
Hold on 1 second, folks. I'm just stepping away for 1 second here. And I'm back. All right, so those are wonderful questions. We're going to move right along today. It is indeed Tuesday, the 21st. All right, so friends, as we've been doing, we're going to plot in some special days, just from special days that for people that are in the chat right now. And at home, again, I encourage you to look at your calendars, look at this calendar, pause the video, and determine maybe with some friends around you what's special that's coming up in your month of April, or what's special that already happened coming up. So for me, as an example, I've said it a few times now, my wife's birthday is coming up around the corner on the 27th. Mr. Webster, anything special that happened this month or is coming up for you?
Nothing's coming up, but my youngest son, Logan, did turn 7 on the 7th of April. And we had a bit of a social distancing kind of party for him. We all sang happy birthday via Messenger or something of that sort. Something similar to what we're doing now. Did you catch that?
Coming up or happened? Yeah, we caught that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Mr. Bulow, anything special for you coming up or that happened?
Mr. Buell's birthday is actually happening this Friday on the 24th.
Ooh, that's right. Mr. Bulow,
So
we won't ask you your age, but congratulations. That'll be fun. Mr. Bulow, do you have any kind of plans for how to celebrate this tricky year?
we're going to just stay at home with my wife and my daughter, and we're going to have some cake, and we're going to order some delivery food, but make sure that it's put down and then go out and get it after the person has walked away.
That is smart. That is smart. I like that. Mrs. Fisher, anything special that happened for you this April or that is coming up this April?
Yeah, last week on the 16th was my birthday.
Oh,
So-
happy birthday, Mrs. Fisher.
Thank you. So yeah, I just celebrated at home with my kids, and we just ordered pizza and we had cake, and that was about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, and last but not least, Miss Thiessen, anything special coming up for you or that happened this past month?
Well, nothing really special, but tonight we have to go drop off our van and go get the brakes repaired.
Whoa.
So that's an exciting thing.
Yeah, that's tricky. Yes. We'll put maybe a goofy face on that. That's an unfortunate.
Not so exciting.
And just a reminder, I know Mr. Grafton had mentioned this last week, but tomorrow, the 22nd, is indeed Earth Day. So he was very excited about Earth Day, celebrating our Earth and nature and making sure we're nice to the environment. So that is coming up tomorrow as well. All right, so we're gonna move on. It is Earth Day, and look at this guy's cleaning up. Although, there's an Earth, so we might as well pick that. All right, so that is our calendar for today, folks. We're gonna move right along. We are going to move right along here, friends. And we're gonna move on to, actually, we're gonna go to our schedule here first. We are going to check off calendar because that is complete. And we're gonna be moving on to question of the day. So friends, I remind you for question of the day, although you are not in the chat with us right now, we encourage you to take a minute to think about the question and certainly pause the video and take a turn with question of the day. What would your answer be for question of the day? Okay, so we're gonna come up here with our wheel and we're gonna add some of the participants in the group. So we have Mr. H, we have Mr. Bulow, we have Mrs. Fisher, we have Mrs. T, we have Mr. Webster. So we're going to add our question of the day. So last week's it was, what is your favorite thing to eat for breakfast? That was a great question. So friends, I'm looking outside right now and it is starting to look a lot nicer outside. Okay, the sun is shining. Apparently the weather is going to be changing and looks like spring and summer are right around the corner. Okay, so for my question of the day is, what is your favorite outdoor activity? What do you like to do outside? Okay, what is your favorite outdoor activity? So take a minute to think about that. When you go outside, what do you like to do? What is fun to you? Okay, so we're going to plot that in. Of the day. All right. Looks like it's Mr. Webster.
All right.
Mr. Webster, what is your favorite outdoor activity?
My favorite outdoor activity is playing baseball.
Playing baseball. Nice, Mr. Webster. Do you
Yes.
play softball? Do you play baseball? What do you play, Mr. Webster?
I play with my kids actually. They've
right.
recently gotten into it and we have a blast. We go out to the diamond, we do what we can, throw the ball around, hit some balls, and lots of fun.
Right on, right on. That's a great answer. Mr. H used to play a lot of baseball too. All right, let's spin it up. All right. Mr. Bulow. Mr. Bulow, are you still there?
I am still here.
Beautiful, Mr. Buell. What is your favorite outdoor activity?
My favorite outdoor activity used to be going for bike rides, but now it is going for a walk with my family. So my wife, my daughter, and my dog. And we try to do that every day. We try to go outside at least twice, at least around the block. That's a lot of fun.
Right on, right on. All right, so we're gonna spin it again. See who's next. All right, look who it is, Mr. H. All right, so what's my favorite outdoor activity? My favorite outdoor activity, I'm kind of with Mr. Buell. Lately, it's just honestly been going for walks. We have 2 dogs in our house, so we take the dogs for walks. So that's lots of fun. And the other outdoor activity I really like to do is my son really loves to play basketball. So we'll go out in the driveway and we'll play basketball together. That's my favorite outdoor activities lately. All right, so we're going to spin the wheel, see who's next. Oh, Mrs. Fisher, looks like it's you. All right, Miss Fisher, what is your favorite outdoor activity?
Well, right now I go for a walk. I go for about a 30-minute walk every day.
Wow.
And yeah, so sometimes I take my dog and sometimes I just go by myself because usually my kids don't want to come, so.
Right on, right on. All right, last but not least, I think we know who this one is. Mrs. T, what is your favorite outdoor activity?
Well, I would say my favorite outdoor activity would probably be camping. But since I can't do that right now, going on bikes or just walks in the neighborhood, getting outside in the fresh air.
Right on, right on. Camping is a good answer. I forgot all about camping. All right. So friends, that concludes our question of the day. All right, so that concludes our question today. We're going to go back to our schedule here. Make sure that is checked off. And we're going to move on to show and tell. So, for friends, show and tell today comes from somebody who's in the chat today. Today's show and tell will be from Mrs. T. And Mrs. T, I think your video pretty much speaks for itself, but we'll watch the video and then maybe we can talk a little bit about it afterwards as a group, okay? So this is Mrs. T's show and tell for today.
Hey guys, it's Mrs. T. I hope everybody's doing okay. One of the things that the kids and I like to do together during this time is to be outside. Today is our first bike ride. So some things to remember are:
Always wear your helmet. Stay together. And if you come across someone, stay at least 6 feet away.
remember, social distancing counts. We're in this together, guys. Stay safe.
Go, go, bye!
Right on, right on. So Mrs. T, who are those friends in the video with you?
Those are my 3 kids, Ella, Owen, and Hazel.
Oh, very cool, very cool. So Mrs. T in that video did a great job about talking about being safe, especially when you're going for a bike ride. Now I know a lot of our friends at home do go for bike rides with their families, and Mrs. T gave some good pointers there. I especially liked in this day and age the idea of keeping your distance from one another and keeping your distance, especially from other people who might be out for a bike ride or out for a walk, right? They talk about that as social distancing is a big word that you might be hearing a lot lately. So if you need some clarification on that, certainly I would talk to the people that you live with just to double check that everybody's on the same page about social distancing. Okay, that's a great job, Ms. T. Thank you for that. Next up, friends, we're going to jump back to our schedule here. That was a fantastic show and tell from Mrs. T. Now, next up, we're going to be doing a bit of a story. So we're going to jump out of there. And I'm going to share with you a story. And this story was actually provided to Mr. H from another friend from school, Mrs. Bailey. Okay, so Miss Bailey, who visits our class every once in a while, she sent me this story, which I thought was a pretty good one. It's all about this whole coronavirus situation. Okay, so I'm going to read it, and then if there's an opportunity to talk, we might share a little bit at the end. Okay, so this one's called My Coronavirus Story. All right, sometimes people get sick. When someone gets sick, it is because of germs. Germs are tiny things that live around us. Oh. Hold on a second, there's a pop-up here. There we go. There is a new sickness called the coronavirus. The coronavirus germs spread very easily. So they go from one person to the next person pretty easily. If a bad germ sticks on me, I can get sick. Okay, so if those germs stick on me, I can start feeling a little bit sick. I need to wash my hands a lot so that I can stay healthy. Remember, friends, we've talked about hand washing in a couple of videos already since we've been off from school. It is very important. We encourage lots of hand washing at school at the best of times, but lately with this whole coronavirus situation, we need to be washing our hands even more than usual. When I wash my hands, I can sing happy birthday or count to 20 to make sure that I'm hand washing for a long time, okay? So sometimes at school we were talking about 30 seconds. I think at least 20 seconds is good. If you can get the 30, like we talked about, that's even better. Oh, excuse that barking, that's my dog. This will make sure my hands are clean and I stay healthy. Sometimes so many people get sick that my school might need to close. If my school closes, they will clean it to get rid of all the germs, okay? So our school closed, right? Windsor Park Collegiate closed, right? And they need to close it so that they can clean up all the germs inside the school, just to make sure it's a safe place. While they're cleaning my school, I will stay home. That's right, and that's why we're all home. That's why Mr. H is coming from your home. That's why Mr. Buell's at home. That's why Mr. Webster's at home. That's why Mrs. Fisher's at home. That's why Mrs. T is at home right now. We are staying home so that they can clean the school and make sure the school is nice and safe. I will stay safe and healthy at home. I will do fun things at home, which I'm sure a lot of you are doing fun things at home. We're trying to do fun things at home as well. My teacher might have sent me some things to work on while school is closed. And so Mr. H and Mrs. Penner have sent some things home. We've been in communication with your parents to see if we can help out in any way, and we will keep doing so. And certainly making these videos for you fine folks is part of us sending some work home. This will keep my brain working hard. And I will go back to school soon. My parents and teachers want me to stay happy, healthy, and safe. The end. Wonderful. So that's a great story all about the situation we're in, folks, okay? So as you can tell, the reason why we're making these videos the way we are is because we are all in our individual houses right now, staying home and staying safe. Anybody else in the chat today have anything to add about that story, or maybe a favorite part of that story?
I like the part about washing the hands for at least 20 seconds. It's a good reminder.
That's very true, yes. The way you're going to get rid of some of those germs and keep those germs away from you is by washing your hands frequently. It's a good point.
I like the part about finding something fun to do during the day. So this is all very different and kind of strange and stressful. So I like it when we have something fun to do that we can laugh and just enjoy some time.
It is. It's important that we still have fun at home, right? I know it's a little bit tricky on a lot of people. A lot of people are trying to work from home or do lots of schoolwork from home, which are good things to do, but we also need to make sure that we are happy and healthy. All right, friends, so why don't we go back to our schedule here. that is our story. Now, today's little activity or game is going to be around something called Name That Sound. Now, we're going to give it a go, friends, but we are having a little bit of tricky difficulties with some of the recording today. So we're gonna give it a go, and certainly if it stops working, friends in the chat will let me know, and we'll probably wrap it up for today. But we're gonna give it a go because I have high hopes. So we're gonna share that, and we're gonna go down to here. All right, so friends, the goal of this game is to listen carefully, okay, and try and identify the sound of the animal. These are all animals, okay? Now, if you are playing from home, I encourage you to take a minute and think about what animal makes that sound, okay? And if you have to pause the video to answer that question, I highly encourage you to do that, okay? So take a minute. We're going to listen carefully and see if we can identify these sounds. All right, we're just going to go around the group, and we're going to be asking all the friends in the group here today to take a minute, think about it, and then answer what that sound is. All right. So let's start off with Mrs. T. Let's name this sound.
I think that sounds like a snake.
A snake. So we have a pig, a snake, and a duck. Yeah, that sounds like a slit. I think Mrs. T might be right. So, see if she's right. Right on, Mrs. T. Right on, right on. So, Mr. Bulow, let's listen carefully to this sound.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
I don't think it's someone stepping on a ball. It's not a pig or a tiger, so it must be the yellow duck.
Must be the yellow duck. Let's try it out. Good job. So we're just going to put there for 1 second. It looks like my audio might have stopped for a second. That's okay. We're going to stop sharing, and we're going to go right back in there and give it another go just to make sure that we can all hear. Because if we're playing a game that has sound, we need the sound. All right. So, Mr. Webster, what animal is this?
I'm gonna guess that that is a chicken.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes, right. So again, friends, let's see if you can guess some of these sounds, right? So feel free to take your time, think about it, even pause the video, hit that pause button, and see if you can figure out which animal it is. Okay, so Mrs. Fisher, your turn.
That?
What sound is that, Mrs. Fisher?
I think it's a pig.
I think it's a pig. She says, Miss Fisher, you are right. All right, so let's go around the group one more time. Mrs. T, what sound is this?
It sounds like a sheep.
It sounds like a sheep. Great answer. There we go. All right, Mr. Bulow, listen carefully. Friends at home, listen carefully. Ooh.
I think that is the brown horse.
The brown horse. Very good descriptor. All right, Mr. Webster, what's this sound?
Well, I think that is going to be the cat.
The cat. There's a duck, a dog, and a cat. That certainly sounds like a cat to me, too. Good job. All right, Mrs. Fisher, listen carefully. Was a long one.
That sounds like a monkey.
A monkey. Good job, Mrs. Fisher. That was a long sounding monkey. All right. And Mrs. T, let's wrap it up here. What sound is this, Mrs. T?
That's gotta be a cow.
That's gotta be a cow. The choices were horse, cow, and pig, and that certainly sounds like a cow. All right. You know what? I'm gonna give myself one. See if Mr. H can get this one. Let's listen together. Oh. Oh.
Who is it?
So it doesn't sound like a pig. Doesn't sound like a cat. I think that sounds like a hooting owl. Very cool. All right, friends. So we're going to stop sharing that game. So again, at home, take some time to watch that part of the video, okay? And see if you can figure out those sounds. So friends, we're going to go back to our calendar. We're going to check off guess that sound, okay? And that leaves us just with, even though it's not quite on our schedule today, that just leaves us with some goodbyes, okay? So we're going to go around the school, we're going to go around the group, and we are just going to give everybody a chance to say so long for now, and then we'll wrap up our group for today. So, Mrs. T, any parting thoughts today?
I hope everybody has a great day. Enjoy the sunshine.
Right on, right on. How about you, Mr. Bulow? Any parting thoughts today?
I hope everyone is healthy and is with people that they care about and can stay safe.
Right on. And Mrs. Fisher, anything to say today?
I just want to tell everybody to stay safe and have a good day.
Beautiful. And Mr. Webster, any thoughts today?
I just want to say I'm thinking of everyone and hope everyone is staying safe and that the weather turns nice so we can all be outside with social distancing.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I echo everything everybody else said. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. We will see you back here again with another group on Thursday. As we've been doing Tuesday and Thursday sessions, okay? So I hope you all stay healthy. I hope you follow social distancing, as Mr. Webster say, and I hope you keep washing your hands, okay? And I hope you have some fun in your day as well. And I hope these videos help you out with a little bit of those endeavors. Okay, so friends, we will see you later, and that concludes our group today. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye.